This is the knee marching exercise. Alan, what I want you to do is start with your feet flat on the ground, nice and tall through the torso, and relax the shoulders down. Good. So from here, you're going to lift your knee up slightly, coming up for me, nice and there. Good. Keeping the toe pointed, and then you're going to drop it back down. I want you to repeat on the other side for me. Good. And then relax back down, keeping nice and tall through your torso. Good. We're going to go through 6 of these ones each. This is a good exercise for simulating our walking patterns and getting those patterns back. Tall. 2 more. And relax. Good. That was the completion of the knee marching exercise. The next exercise we'll be going through is the knee squeeze. What we're going to use, Alan, is a ball. We're going to put it between our knees, just at the front there. Same thing, I want you to be hip width apart, feet flat on the floor, nice and tall, shoulders down and relaxed. You're going to squeeze that ball as hard as you can together and hold for 2 seconds. I then want you to relax and then go through again. So we're going to go through 6 of these ones nice and hard. You should be feeling this in between your thighs. Yep. 2 more. Good. And relax there. So, that completes the knee squeeze exercise. The next exercise we'll be going through is the leg extension. Alan, what I want you to do is have both feet hip width apart, have this ball in between your knees, nice and tall, good, shoulders down and relaxed. What you're going to do is, with your right leg, I want you to straighten that leg out and go. So you should be feeling into the front of the thighs. Hold for 2 and then relax back down. Good. We're going to go through 3 more of those. And relax. Good. Coming up again, feeling in the front of the thigh, toes pointed. And hold it there. For this exercise, we would normally do 8 to 10 repetitions on the right side, have a rest, and then go over onto the left side for 8 to 10 repetitions as well. That completes the leg extension exercise. This is the arm curl exercise. Alan, what I want you to do with this band is place it underneath your feet, like so. Feet flat on the ground. I want you to take this band in your palms like that. Good. So, setting up, I want your elbows tucked in, nice and tall through your torso, shoulders back, and palms facing up. That's it. This is a setup for the exercise. Now I want you to bend through your elbows and bring your arms to just below shoulder height. Just to there, good, and then take them back down to your thighs. We would normally do 8 to 10 repetitions of this one, have a rest, and then go for your second set. The second option we can use for this one is to make it a little bit harder by using some hand weights. So Alan, I want you to take these little hand weights in your hand. Same setup as before, feet flat on the ground, up nice and tall with the shoulders relaxed, elbows tucked in and palms facing upward. From there you're going to bend through your elbows, coming up to just below shoulder height, just to there, and then relax back down to your thighs. Good. Same prescription as last time, 8 to 10 repetitions with a rest, and then going through for your second set. This concludes the arm curl exercise.
This next exercise is called the seated tricep extension. So to do this exercise, you need a TheraBand. I'll get you to hold this end of the band at your shoulder, and with this hand, I want you to hold, just like that. So if you want more resistance, I need you to hold a little closer to the top hand. If you want a little less resistance, we just hold a little further away. From there, elbow in beside your body. Well done. And we're going to extend your hand down toward the floor, keeping your elbow in. That's it, and slowly back up. So the movement is slow and controlled. We're working the muscles through the back of your arm, which help you get out of a chair, which help you carry things around the house and get things out of cupboards. So for this exercise, we like you to do 8 to 10 repetitions on each side. Nice and slow, just a little bit slower for me there. Down for 2, up for 2. That completes the seated tricep extension exercise. This next exercise is called seated hand passing. This is a great exercise to do if you've noticed any different sensations, feelings, loss of control in your hands. So this is a great training tool we use. Using a ball with a different texture is really great as well. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get you to hold the ball in one hand and just pass the ball from one hand to the other. That's it. So if it's too difficult to do it big passes, make them little ones hand to hand. If you're feeling okay, make them a little bit bigger. And then if you're really, really feeling great, close your eyes. This is a great exercise to use to challenge your proprioception, challenge your motor skills, and you can do it with a friend. So if you have a friend, see if you can sit them in front of you and pass the ball back and forth. Try with eyes closed, eyes open, different sizes and different textures of balls. This completes the seated hand ball passing exercise. This next exercise is called a seated band row. There are a couple of things you can use for a seated band row. You could use something like this, a flat band, like we were using before, or if you have access to it, a tubing with some handles on the end of it, which is what we're going to use today. So, wrapping the band around a pole, a doorknob, something similar, you're going to line it up with about your diaphragm level, so just about here. And from there, we're going to sit up tall in the chair, so feet are flat on the floor here, tummy's in, chest is lifted, and you're going to row your elbows just back in a straight line. Out. Good job. So you want to try and keep your hands in line with your elbows as they come through. Throughout the movement, your shoulders stay down, and you're feeling for a little squeeze in your shoulder blades at the back. So if I come back here and put my fingers in her back, I can just feel a little squeeze in her shoulder blades. She keeps her shoulders down and the movement slow and controlled. Well done. For this exercise, we'd like you to do 8 to 10 repetitions and have a break in the middle and then do it again. Well done. This completes our seated band row exercise. This next exercise is called a seated band press. Again, you will need either a resistance tubing with handles or a flat band or another type of tubing that adds resistance. We're going to use the one with handles today. So what you need to do, sit seated in a chair, a stool, something similar, in front of a pole or a balcony that you can place the band around. You're going to place the band or the tubing around the pole, bring it round in front of you, and just hold the handles or the end of the tubing in your hands. So again, seated tall, feet flat on the floor, tummy in, chest lifted. Good. We're going to push the tubing out and slowly back in. So the movement is slow and controlled, shoulders stay down and chest stays lifted. Working the muscles across the front of your chest and into your arms. We would like you doing 8 to 10 repetitions with a rest in the middle and then do it again. This completes our band press exercise.